Hey guys, welcome to this week's video. I got asked a really good question the other day, which is how can I get out and meet more people without being drunk and off my face? And how do I get away from using Tinder and dating websites? Good questions. What I'm about to say applies whether you actually suspect that you have full-blown CPTSD or if you're just feeling emotionally vulnerable, having come out of a relationship that wasn't that great, that put a bit of a dent in your confidence. My recommendation is, despite the seductive properties of using these apps and these dating sites and thinking you're going to be presented with a very simple solution to a large complex problem quickly and easily and at your convenience, I would say don't use them. I'll give you a couple of good reasons why. In a conversation that I had, just a social conversation I had recently with Sam Vaknin, he reflected to me that he felt like people who were on dating sites and dating apps, a very high percentage of the people that you would find on there would actually probably register for some kind of a personality disorder. Not necessarily narcissistic personality disorder, but some kind of very attention-seeking sort of an outlook, and possibly even an exploitative and predatory outlook. So they're really to be avoided. The second reason why you should avoid them is because, you know, aside from personality disorders and mental health issues, not everything is as it seems online. Not everybody who is on these apps and these sites is on there for the same reason as you. Not everybody who seems to be on there is actually a person. There's a lot of bots and a lot of people running scams and advertising, and some people who are just on there because they're looking for more Instagram followers to further their modeling career, and all kinds of things go on. So you've got to be very careful trying to connect with people online. Even though it seems very appealing, if you've gone into a period of post-traumatic embitterment syndrome, or you just feel kind of a bit beaten up and bruised and blue after an emotionally abusive and psychologically difficult relationship, you might go into a bit of a period of self-isolation where you want to withdraw from people. And then you're thinking, I just need one person who can enter into my little world, who I can connect with, and then everything's going to be okay. That's what your brain is telling you. And the psychological mafia, the biological mafia bully boys who are pushing you into doing that with feelings of intense loneliness, with feelings of general unpleasantness and anxiety and feelings of depression. The reason why your biology is pushing you to connect in that one specific way is because it thinks that solution. It's thinking pair bond, get with another person. We have to try and resist that urge. We have to think in terms of addictive, compulsive behaviors are actually usually solved, in the longer term by bonding with other people and by bonding with other interests and with other things. There's a great video on YouTube, a great TED talk that talks specifically about this, based on an experiment with mice. If you just put into the YouTube search bar, TED Talk addiction, the first one that comes up is by an English guy. I recommend that you watch that video. It showed that addicts can be pulled away from their drug addiction, not by focusing on the drug addiction or childhood trauma that caused it or anything like that, but by helping them to reconnect with other human beings. So you'll be driven simultaneously by the psychological and biological mafia. They're going to be pulling you into self-isolation. The world is dangerous, people are dangerous, but I just want to let one person in. If I can just connect with one person, then I'm going to be okay. As I'm describing this to you, I'm sure you could see how this might put us in a bit of a neurotic and not in our best state. The other reason why you should get off the apps and go and meet people in the real world, not just so that you can have that connectivity with other people that will diminish those addictive, compulsive feelings that you must connect with one other person through just interactivity, communication, getting around the campfire with people, metaphorically speaking, and just interacting. That can actually be very soothing. If you just hang out with people and chat about nothing in particular, like-minded people, that can actually bring a lot of those compulsive feelings of like, I need to get with another partner. They can bring a lot of that down. The other reason why is for people who have CPTSD, people who have a tendency towards introversion and of pulling away from the world. It's a good opportunity for you to practice state management. If you want to meet other people and you want to connect with other people, because fundamentally that's what it is. If you want a partner, if you want a girl or you want a guy in a particular context, that's another human being. Well, how do you meet up with other human beings? Usually through conversation and interaction. Bearing in mind at all times that state management is key. Try and keep yourself in the best state possible so you're always moving forward assertively, calmly and confidently, enjoying being in the present moment as the best version of yourself, by managing your state and remembering that every interaction has a sort of an exchange of value behind it, and be looking to give. Don't just go into interactions for what's in it for me, what can I take from this? Look to give, look to contribute. Smile, be happy, enjoy yourself, enjoy being who you are in the moment, contribute, connect with others, and try and offer value. Contribution is one of these often ignored basic human needs, and if you ignore it for long enough, you will feel anxious and depressed. We are tribal entities, we are pack mammals, we need each other, and we need to give. If you don't get the opportunity to give, it can make you feel very anxious. So try and move away from the viewing each other as consumable commodities, which is what dating apps reduce other human beings to, and get back into a psychologically healthier space where you feel good about yourself, good about other people, and happy to engage in that exchange of value with a smile and feeling good, managing your state and enjoying yourself. Okay, boys and girls, thank you very much for your time and your attention, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Cheers.